thing. Let's listen to this.
Fuck it. Fuck the dude, the firefighter guy. Fuck Trump. Fuck the people that support him. I just want you to know, okay, just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, you don't, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, you know, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am, 100%.
In this video, Destiny and Dave Rubin join the panel on Piers Morgan Uncensored. Piers Morgan and Dave Rubin go in on Destiny about the sick way he lives his life. With that, let's watch Piers Morgan and Dave Rubin expose what we already know, that Destiny's disgusting.
Had 2 members of parliament in the last 10 years murdered by people for political reasons, you know, basically because, you know, lunatics have wanted to eliminate them. Let me bring in Destiny, because you've been at the center, as you know, of a massive online response to what you were saying. And I want to go through what you said, and I want to talk to you about this hopefully in a calm manner to try and understand what you were thinking. So on Saturday evening, hours after the shooting, you said, let me clarify, when I say conflicted, what I mean is I lean towards seeing it as a natural extension of the thing Trump and the MAGA kids support. So I don't think I have much sympathy about the attempt enough to chastise people celebrating it. You couldn't find it in your heart to chastise people for celebrating the near assassination of a man who was president of the United States and maybe again?
Absolutely not. Conservatives have completely bled that well dry. And the idea that they, after engaging in the most divisive and most extreme rhetoric that this country has seen in recent history, that they would come on and beg for sympathy, that it's escalated into some kind of violent confrontation is absolutely insane. Even the idea right now of saying, well, if you call somebody a Nazi for so long, it's, you know, what do you expect people to do? I grew up listening to Rush Limbaugh call Obama a communist every single day he was on the radio. You've got conservatives that talk about how the mRNA vaccines were ways to sneak microchips into us. You've got COVID lockdowns that were done because the government was trying to take all your freedom away. They won't acknowledge anything that happened on January 6th. They say that the election was stolen and that your country is being taken from you. Like, I don't think anybody should be killed. I don't think anybody should go and kill anybody. But when you engage in this type of rhetoric and when you turn the temperature up over and over and over and over again, there is absolutely no room for you to be shocked or surprised. And there certainly is a...
That's pretty good justification, huh? To not care about an innocent person, a father, a husband, I believe a firefighter, being killed because he went to a rally of a presidential candidate, because Donald Trump's message resonates with him as it does with half or more of the country. You have no sympathy for that person or his family or all the people that are hurt by the loss of life. So because Obama was called a communist, that's how you justify it. Got it. The left is the party of violence, and idiots like this that are unable to just say, of course it's wrong to ever take someone's life. That's it. They can't even do that because they just can't acknowledge when they're wrong. And then they try to make it a Republican-Democrat thing, like the Republicans or conservatives cause all the violence. Give me a break. Let's get back to the video.
For you to ask for sympathy.
But you say you don't want anybody killed, and yet you say, I don't think I have much sympathy about the attempt to chastise people celebrating it. It's people celebrating the near assassination of Donald Trump. If you can't find it in you to chastise people who do that, aren't you just as despicable as the people you've just spent the last 2 minutes haranguing?
No, because they've led the way. This is the environment that they've created.
So you think behaving like the people you think are despicable is the correct course of action?
Not about behaving like the people who are despicable would be leading that type of rhetoric. It would be denying every single bad thing. How many times as a liberal? How many times as a liberal have you been on a show? Not you in general, but like a liberal been on a show and you've been forced to disavow all of the BLM riots, disavow all of the violence, and blah blah blah. And then you talk to conservatives about it. January 6th. That was a false flag. Yeah. January 6th. Oh, like conservatives disavow January 6th?
Wait. First off, there's an entire cultural machine that has lied. There is an entire
we just saw it in real time. That's it. What? That's why conservatives deserve absolutely zero sympathy for anything that happens as a result of their rhetoric. That's it. It's so easy. Like, it's so simple.
Okay, but I'm not exactly sure what he's talking about, but I would say this is the type of person that the internet has broke their brain, thus leaving them with very little empathy for their co-human. I mean, a good, decent father is now dead because of this. He's had his brains blown out because he was defending his wife and daughter. I would hope that you have a little empathy for that.
Let me jump in there because we have a clip of what Destiny has said about that very thing.
If you like watching videos like this one, like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Let's get back to the video.
Let's listen to this.
Fuck it. Fuck the dude, the firefighter guy. Fuck Trump. Fuck the people that support him. I just want you to know, okay, just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, you don't, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am 100%.
I mean, I got to say, I just found that repulsive, Destiny. Yeah,
I wish that there is no room. There is no room for the hand wringing, and I will not participate in this anymore.
Oh, it's not hand wringing.
The hand wringing. No,
it
absolutely is.
No, it's just that you are positioning yourself.
So
No, but Destiny, let me explain to you.
Where conservatives can say anything.
No, I'm not a conservative.
They can have any conspiracy theory.
I'm not a conservative.
They can have any plot. They can do anything, and then liberals are supposed to sit here and be like, "Oh my God, it's so tragic."
No, Destiny.
Absolutely not.
Let me explain.
Absolutely.
Let me explain my position because I'm not a conservative. I'm not on either side in your race, right? Here's what I think about what you did. You'd like to fire off.
So because the right wing has conspiracy theories, like the election might have been stolen, 81 million votes for Joe Biden, I don't think that's a crazy conspiracy theory. But because we say things like that, that's what causes people to want to go and end someone's life. No one's asking for sympathy on the right. We're just pointing out that you're a gross person. You notice everything is conservatives' fault. Nothing is Destiny's fault or the left's fault. He's like, conservatives always make excuses for January 6th. I don't know a single conservative that doesn't condemn the actions on January 6th. There are questions about how severely people were treated and what really happened that day. But it was a protest. It got out of hand and it was inappropriate. It wasn't an insurrection. But I don't condone anyone attacking anyone else, especially police. So I don't know why he's saying conservatives don't condemn it. I've literally never seen a conservative that I respect or at all say, oh yeah, January 6th, we need more of that. I can't stand Destiny. Let's wrap it up.
You've done so far in this debate about your fury at how disgusting Republicans are, how inhumane they are, how they never have any empathy, blah, 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 blah. And then you yourself actually are exactly the person that you're describing. You are inhuman. You are somebody who seems almost gleeful that a young firefighter with a family, with a wife and children, who he was protecting as he was shot dead, that he deserved what was coming to him because he went to a President Trump rally, a man who was president of the United States until recently for 4 years and maybe again. You sound almost gleeful, Destin, and I'm sorry, that makes you, frankly, despicable.
I don't think I'm gleeful about anything. I don't think anybody should die. I don't think anybody deserves to die. But you want to talk about gleeful? Look at the conservative response to Pelosi's husband when they broke in.
I can answer that.
Mainstream media figures
I can answer that.
I don't care.
I can answer that.
With all due respect, I don't care what your
answer is.
Let me
answer that.
The reality is that conservatives have been turning the temperature up on the rhetoric. They have been making fun of these types of events for years, and now when something happens to them, now they're looking for sympathy from the liberal side. Absolutely not. It's insane. It's unhinged that you can conduct yourself in such a manner and expect people to feel sorry when things happen.
Why should anybody?
We want to hear from you. What did you guys think about this panel discussion about Destiny basically saying he doesn't care about someone losing their life and it's their fault because God forbid they support Donald Trump? Let us know in the comments. Anyway, as always, really appreciate you watching and we will see you on the next one.